This year on the channel, we've talked about how to come up with goals for the year, and today we are sharing our 2019 goals with you. Hey guys, it's Joseph.
And Tasha with One Big Happy Life. And we make videos that help you create the life that you want on your own terms. So if you are all about living your best life, then this is the place for you. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more good stuff.
So today we are going to be talking about 3 different types of goals. Our personal goals, our financial goals, and also the business goals that we have for the YouTube channel and our website. And if you haven't set your goals for 2019 already, then that's okay. We have a worksheet over on our website that can help you out. So check that out. We'll drop a link in the description box below.
All right, so let's start with our personal goals. Do you want to go first? Do you want to?
Okay, so the first one for me, off the top of my head, is, so I guess last year, I actually lost quite a bit of weight, lost about 20 pounds, and I've kept that 20 pounds off. But I'd like to go ahead and lose 10 to 15 more and get under 200 pounds. And so that's my number one personal goal.
For me, my number one personal goal for this year is to practice more self-care. So last year, I got really intense on focusing on building the business. Now, we also do work full-time jobs. So that meant that I was working on the business basically all the time and not practicing enough self-care. So my goal is to make sure that I'm getting enough sleep, that I'm drinking water, that I'm meditating and sticking to my morning routine. So there will be videos about that because it's something that's really important to me that I want to become part of my everyday life.
My next goal might seem a little silly, but it is to play all the video games that I got for Christmas. So it's a big deal, especially to Alexis, that I play through the entire game that she gets me. And she gets me, well, I think pretty much a game every year.
Birthday and Christmas, you'll get a new game from Alexis.
Yeah. So I need to really play them through and then talk to her about them. And I mean, I enjoyed the games, but sometimes we get a little busy. And so I got to commit, get done.
So I have this really big, very murky goal in my mind of wanting to write a book, but I'm not sure that I'm definitely going to get to that this year because we have all of these other things planned and I haven't started even hammering out how long it would take. And so I decided to set a micro goal, which is to develop a writing habit. So my goal is to write something every single day, just something.
Well, instead of writing, I am going to be reading things. Last year, I read almost 100 books, and so this year, I'm going to read 100 books.
And then our last personal goal is to hopefully get pregnant this year. So we want to have one more baby, and we want this to be the year because we're not getting any younger. And this would be our last baby, so fingers crossed that we get pregnant this year.
Next, let's talk about some financial goals, and we've got some big ones. So we want to pay off all of our debt except for student loans and the mortgage. So that is $30,000 of debt we're going to take care of.
And we're actually planning on him knocking that out in the first 3 months of the year, so it's pretty aggressive. Then secondly, we plan on saving $24,000 for college for Alexis. That will cover a whole year's worth of tuition at in-state at a local, like a public college in the state where we live.
And we also want to add $18,000 to our emergency fund. You can basically never have an emergency fund that is too large. Always a good idea to have plenty there, and so we're going to add to it.
We also want to save up enough to buy a third car because Alexis is driving now and we are a 3-person, 2-car household and there is already conflict about who's going to get the car when, and Alexis will be going away to school in another year and a half, so we want to cash flow a third car.
She keeps saying car in these videos. It's truck. And the last thing on our financial goals list is to be able to pay for IVF with cash. So it took us 3 years to be able to have Reeves, and it was kind of miracle baby naturally right at the end. We were expecting to do IVF before. And so now that we're a little bit older, it's even more likely that that will be the case. So we need to be prepared financially.
Okay, so now let's talk about our business goals. So if you didn't know, our business is One Big Happy Life. It is our business. It makes us money. And so our goal is to grow our business. Like, we love it and we want to keep doing it. So in terms of YouTube subscribers, we're hoping to get to 200,000 subscribers this year or more. That would be fun.
We're also hoping to build the revenue and everything that we're doing to be able to create a job and bring somebody on, maybe full-time, maybe at least part-time. And so we'd be really excited to be able to hire somebody.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see how much One Big Happy Life has grown. It is now officially a 6-figure business. But last year we invested a lot of money back into the business, getting gear and incorporating and trademarks and all of that stuff. So this year we're expecting to see much more cash flow than we did last year. But we're also going to be relaunching our course, YouTube Made Simple, and where we teach people how to use YouTube to grow a thriving online business. So if that is something that you are interested in, we will drop a link to, we have a free 7-day email course to help you get started, and that will let us know that you're interested. So when we start launching, you will get emails about it, and it's onebighappylife.com/YouTube. So we're really excited for the next year on so many levels of our life. It's like, this is the year that we've been working towards for a long time, like the year where we feel like we're really ahead on a lot of things and where we're in a position to make changes. So Alexis will be going off to college and we'll have so much of that taken care of. And
it's still a really big year, like lots of big moving parts. And like some years you have like a little bit more laid back. Like last year we didn't have any huge things. I mean, I guess Alexis still ended up starting college last year, but it financially wasn't a huge impact yet. But
yeah, like for once, we're not changing jobs. We're not starting a brand new business. Like, we're just continuing the business that we already have. We're not moving. This is like the first year in our life where nothing else is changing. Because even if I'm pregnant, chances are we're not going to actually have a baby this year. I might be pregnant, but we can work through that. But nothing else in our lives are changing. And so we can really focus on growing and building routines for this now set and stable life versus having to constantly figure out things because things are constantly changing.
All right, so now you know what our big goals are for this year, and so we are so interested to know what yours are. Let us know down in the comments, thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.